Thanks for tuning into the channel, where we decode crypto trends, market moves, and the future of digital finance, one video at a time. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing in any cryptocurrency. Bitcoin just pushed past another resistance, but did you notice? While BTC soared, Pi network stayed flat. Why is Pi consolidating at lower levels while Bitcoin climbs? Is it being suppressed, or is it silently preparing for a breakout? Stick around. We're exposing the overlooked strategy behind this pattern. It's frustrating, isn't it? You've mined Pi. You've believed in its mission. But while Bitcoin's making headlines, Pi seems stuck. You're not alone, and this might be the moment that defines your journey. Back in 2019, many watched Bitcoin rise, breaking past resistance levels and creating millionaires almost overnight. The crypto world was ablaze with headlines, and Bitcoin was the star. But while all eyes were on BTC, a new and quiet project was forming in the background: Pi Network. At the time, Pi didn't have a flashy exchange listing. There were no instant price explosions or hype-filled rallies. There were only invitations, mobile mining, and a dream to build a decentralized currency for everyday people. It started in silence, and for many, that silence felt like doubt. People questioned its worth. Some called it a scam, others dismissed it as another app fad. Many signed up out of curiosity, mined for a few weeks, then stopped. They saw no price tag, no trading volume, no instant gains, and so they walked away. But what they didn't realize is that real success often begins where no one is watching. The story of Pi Network is not one of overnight success. It is one of patience, of building in the shadows while the world chases the next big thing. While Bitcoin climbed to new highs, the Pi community was quietly growing. From just a handful of believers to tens of millions of pioneers across the world, Pi became more than just a crypto token. It became a movement. Bitcoin dominates the headlines. Every rally, every dip, every ETF approval, it all grabs the spotlight. But what happens beneath that spotlight is what matters most. Because behind the noise, Pi Network is laying down the foundation for something even more powerful: a utility-based ecosystem where the currency has meaning beyond speculation. Let's be honest, watching the price of Pi consolidate at low levels while Bitcoin pushes higher can be frustrating. You've mined Pi, invited friends, stayed loyal to the vision, and yet it feels like nothing's moving. But this isn't failure. It's a season of preparation. This kind of consolidation, where price moves sideways, volume slows down, and interest appears to fade, is not uncommon in crypto. In fact, it's often the final phase before the breakout. Traders call it the accumulation zone. It's the moment when smart money positions itself quietly, without hype, without noise, while the rest of the market is distracted. I've seen this before. In the past, tokens that looked stagnant during Bitcoin rallies later became stars in their own bull runs. Ethereum was once trading for less than $10. Cardano, once called a dead project, surged over 1,000%. Those who held during the quiet phase, those who believed when no one else did, were the ones who saw the greatest returns. Pi Network is different, yes. It's not on major exchanges yet. Its mainnet is still unfolding, and utility apps are still being developed. But those very differences are its strength. Pi is not rushing to impress investors. It's focused on building a true economy, one that doesn't just exist for trading but for real-world use. Imagine being able to buy goods, services, or even access platforms using Pi. That's what the team is working toward. That's the endgame. And for that kind of future to be possible, time is required. Infrastructure needs to be built. Developers need support. A stable economy doesn't rise overnight. It's a step-by-step process. And every miner, every validator, every user testing apps on Pi today is helping lay the bricks for that future. To the Pi believers who are still here, still mining, still hoping, you are early, earlier than most. You are part of something that hasn't gone mainstream yet. And yes, that means you'll face doubt. You'll hear others laugh, question your decision, or tell you to give up. But remember this: all great things start as unpopular ideas. Think of the early days of Bitcoin. People laughed at the idea of digital money. They said it would never replace fiat, never be accepted, never be secure. But some people believed. They mined BTC on laptops, held it through crashes, and watched the world slowly change around them. Now those early believers are no longer doubted, they're respected. And those who laughed, they wish they had listened. Pi Network is writing its own chapter. It's not trying to be Bitcoin 2.0. It's not trying to copy Ethereum. It's trying to carve a new path, one where mass adoption isn't just a slogan, but a reality. One where people across the globe, regardless of income or location, can own and use a digital currency that's truly theirs. But in every story of transformation, there is always a waiting period, a time of testing, a time when progress feels slow and hope feels thin. That's where we are now, and that's why your patience matters. You didn't miss out. The real move hasn't happened yet. Consolidation is not the end, it's the beginning. The charts may look flat, the forums may go quiet, the hype may shift elsewhere, but don't let the silence fool you. Behind the scenes, Pi is building. The code is evolving, the apps are launching, the pioneers are staying active, and the vision is alive. So hold on, stay focused, keep mining, keep supporting the project. Because when the market rotates, when attention returns, when Pi fully launches with its ecosystem in place, you'll be glad you stayed. That's the power of belief. That's the path to generational wealth. And that's the story Pi Network is still writing, with you as part of it. Stay patient, stay faithful, the breakthrough is coming. So here's what you need to know. Pi might not be surging now, but that doesn't mean it's done. It could be the calm before the breakout. Do your research, watch the ecosystem, stay ready. Because when Pi moves, it could be fast, and those who stayed the course may be the ones who reap the rewards. If you believe in Pi and want to stay ahead of every key update and analysis, hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss the moment when Pi breaks out. Stay focused, stay informed, stay mining.